welcome back to my page. What's that? I wanted to say first and foremost, thank you for everybody who's constantly supporting me on my YouTube. I'm just starting out, so I wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I've learned I'm supposed to tell people to subscribe, hit the little subscribe button, like this video, because it helps distribute my video, I heard, and also hit the button, the little ding ding for post notifications. When I post, you know. And you can so today's topic is something that's very important to me. How to love yourself more. How to love yourself better. For the longest time, I thought I loved myself. I thought I was doing everything that I could, and I thought that I was fine. Wasn't. When I sat back and realized I could do so much more, I could be so much more if I loved myself more, that was when my self-reflection became a main focus of mine. And ever since then, all I could do is just build and build and build and progress and become the woman that I want to be. Make yourself your #1 priority. It sounds crazy. It sounds like, oh, like, duh, that's what I do already. Many people fall into the trap of putting everyone else's needs before their own. Your family, your friends, your spouse, random people, work. So all these other things become more of a priority. And if you keep this up, you'll be draining yourself. And once you're drained, that's it. It's a wrap. You're done. You're dry. You're soggy. You're not even soggy because you're not wet no more. You're dry. There's nothing else that you could possibly give to help another person, to love another person, to do anything for another person when you're drained. And I always use this example of when you're on an airplane, when an emergency, you help yourself out first, because without you, the next person will die. Because it's like there's only so many people maybe in that situation at the time who can do what you can do. You are a vital person. You are a vessel. You are somebody in somebody's life that is keeping them together, whether you think that you are or not. I realized that the energy that I have and the abilities that I have, I give inspiration and I give energy, I give resources to other people. I'm a vital person for other people. And so in this situation, you yourself and you taking care of yourself, you bless so many other people, because you really don't know the level of significance that you have to another person. This is why you yourself are so important to your family, your friends, your loved ones, your man, your woman, spouse. This is why it is so important for you to personally recharge yourself. Take a breather, put yourself first. If you don't, it's literally a recipe for disaster. You will stop criticizing yourself. Like, stop. Stop. Nobody's perfect. Nobody came from perfect backgrounds. Nobody has a perfect family. But yet, so many times we judge ourselves unmercifully because we compare ourselves to the next person. What society says, is good enough and acceptable. What the media tells us, is in right now. I'm about none of that. I am me. I love me. And I have a full understanding of me and what I like. And once you get there, you're not going to tell yourself that you're too fat, that you're dumb, that you're ugly, that you don't fit in, that all these negative things about yourself are real. I would never say anything like that about myself ever again, because I know that I am me, myself, and there's only one of me. And once you love yourself enough and start to work on that path and transitioning into loving yourself, you won't even want to say that, because anything that I tell myself often becomes your reality. Whether you think so or not, if you told yourself that you're ugly, that you will not be shit, that you can never amount to anything in life, do you think that God or the world will give you any type of blessing? No. You know why? Because you don't even love yourself enough to receive the blessing, even if it was thrown at your face. You wouldn't even be able to visualize a blessing and understand that's an opportunity for you for growth. You wouldn't understand none of that, because you're not even that you want to receive anything. So why would you expect a man to treat you any better than how you treat yourself? If you don't love yourself, don't expect that man to bend over backwards and love the dog shit out of you. He's not. And then men, how can you expect a woman to love you when you don't love yourself? If you've been through past things and you're taking all your past baggage, family situations, love life situations, you're putting it on her, and she's trying to love you, but you don't love yourself, how can you expect her to love you? It's like, it seems very simple, But it's really not, because we have to admit our own faults. We have to admit our own flaws. And that's something that we as people necessarily aren't comfortable with, because having emotions and having problems and dramas and past trauma is not popularized. You don't want to talk about that. Nobody wants to tell you about all the bad shit they had to go through for the glow up. They just want to show you online that, oh wow, shit popping. Same emotionally. Like, we don't tell you all of our scars. We just expect you to love us for what we are right now. But I don't even love myself, so how can you love me? We pretend way too much in this world, like things are going great and things are going well. Just stop pretending. Stop pretending that you're the shit. Stop pretending that your shit don't stink. Stop pretending that like you have no issues and problems and everything is great. All these perfect ass relationships on Instagram, all these perfect ass photos, You know why? Because nobody tells you all the back stuff. Nobody tells you what they're going through. Nobody tells you, fellas, that, oh, this girl right here, oh, she's done all this and that to him. He stuck through it and now they're together. Nobody tells you all that. Why? Because perfection sells so much easier and it settles us so much more. But I'm not perfect. I got baggage. I got negative myself, but at the end of the day, I love myself enough to not displace that onto you. And that's the most important thing, is that learning and dealing with the things you have going on so that you don't bring that shit to somebody else. And give yourself some credit. Praise yourself for the positive things that you do in life. Praise helps to build your self-esteem and nurtures feelings of self-worth, which, hello, is free, period. Criticism tears you down and can leave you feeling demoralized and hollow and empty, basically. It gives you no self-fulfillment to criticize yourself. When you belittle yourself, you are literally destroying any hope which can have disastrous consequences on your life. Meaning that tomorrow you can have an even badder day than today because you let all that criticism that you put onto yourself and thinking all these negative things and manifesting all these negative things out of your mouth by speaking negative words. Now tomorrow's gonna be a fucked up day. What, you think you're just gonna wake up the next day and be like perfectly fine, like nothing happened yesterday? Like I speak all that negative shit yesterday, talking about, oh, I will never be this, I'll never be that, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly, I'm not gonna ever be anything. No, you're probably gonna wake up with the same type of emotions. And by the time I go to bed, I'm not mad at my spouse, I'm not mad at my boyfriend, whoever I'm talking to, I'm not mad at nobody. I'm telling myself, hey, Court, you had an off day today. Let's do better tomorrow. Court, hey, you may not have been in the shop, I design clothes. You may not have been in the shop making stuff today. That's cool, we gonna kill it tomorrow. Babe, you made me mad, let's work this out. I'm gonna go to bed, love you too. Boom, start your days fresh. Stop criticizing yourself negatively and give yourself more praise and more love, because having nothing positive to say about yourself is not good. You should at least be able to tell yourself something about yourself that you love. It may sound stupid and it may sound weird coming out of your mouth. I do it in a closed room sometimes. I'd be like, I just want to be here with myself. And it's not easy. It doesn't just, oh, boom, you just automatically think, oh, yay, I love myself. No, it takes a lot of time and a lot of self-reflection and loving yourself from the inside to be able to say, Court, I love you, have a good day. And understand it and feel it. And again, this is why I say taking time for yourself is so important, because so many people turn to alcohol, drugs, smoking, overeating as an effort to numb the emotional pain that they're not taking care of, they're not handling, not dealing with. Because it's so easy to displace your emotions onto something else and to place blame on something else than it is to work on yourself and self-reflect and understand why you feel this way. Displacing your energy onto something else, it may work, but it's only gonna be for a short term. You're not really solving the issue, the underlying issue of why you're upset, of why you're overeating, of why you're stressing out, why nothing can seem to go right for you. Because you're not handling those internal mental issues and giving yourself the time and giving yourself the mental space to heal from something to move on. Respecting and nurturing your body, whether it be by the food that you ingest, by having a more balanced diet, which I'm not good at, whether it be exercising on a regular basis, things like that actually help your mental and help your body bounce back and fight negativity because you're putting positivity into your mind, you're putting positivity into your body, eating better, and by speaking better, and by exercising and relieving that stress. So it's like when you put all these positive things into yourself, you can't help but receive positive things back. It's having better hygiene, proper hygiene, and adequate sleep. All of these things work hand in hand to helping you and allowing yourself to love yourself more. Eating better, exercising. All of these things literally are just things that we can do for ourselves. They don't cost anything. Food costs money. Okay, man, let's not be petty. Literally, you're just giving yourself love and time and adequate amounts of sleep to rest so that you can give yourself 100% for the next day. So you can't be a beautiful blossoming rose if you're sunk in some shit. You know? And this light keeps changing, so I'm sorry. But you have to be your own best friend. I don't need a whole bunch of people telling me that, oh, you did that. No, you know why? Because I already know I did that. Because I put in enough time and enough work with myself to understand who I was who I was. But now I know who I am because I've sat with myself and I said, let's put that work in. I don't need nobody to tell me who I am or what I am or to give me my own praises, because I'm giving myself my own praises, period. Men, you don't need your homeboys to gas you up and tell you that you the shit. You know why? Because you already know you the shit. We've had conversations. You go to the gym, you work out, you eat well, you keep yourself groomed. The little things that we could do for ourselves, strong mental effect, that it's like literally people telling you things that you think that you want to hear aren't going to phase you no more. One of the most important things we could take away from today's message is that anything that we're going through is not forever. But when I was in a mental situation, I didn't accept that as my new norm in life, that I would be a victim forever. That was not it for me. That was a moment in time, and I told myself I want to get over it. But once you put the work in, you can overcome anything that you put your mind to. How you choose to react to your circumstances, that's your path. That's what you chose to do. I can tell you from experience, I was a victim for the longest time until I realized that's not who I wanted to be. Everybody has choices. Everybody has opportunities. We all don't have the same opportunities and the same choices at the same time. But that's not to say that you cannot change a situation, change a state of mind that you have. I had to stop and figure out, like, why am I reacting negatively to everything? Why is everything not going my way? I had to figure out, like, little things in my mind, like, that's just not making any sense to me. I don't want my past and the things that I've been through to define who I am. So I chose to figure out ways to love myself, which is the meaning of this whole message. Loving yourself takes time, takes effort, takes you being present with yourself and feeding and loving yourself emotionally and physically. I took my dog out to the park just to sit there in the park and reflect on things like, man, I'm going through this. It's okay to sit with yourself. It's okay to cry to yourself. It's okay to admit things to yourself, because admitting things to yourself, that builds that bond you need to have with yourself. Sleep, food, exercise, all those things are improving the way you feel about yourself. And that's the premise of the message, is to love yourself, take care of yourself, and spend time with yourself to grow. No matter what you're going through, you're not alone. I used to feel very alone. You're not alone. There are other people going through the same, whether it be more severe or like a little bit less, but you're not alone in this. And literally, the only thing that you can do is take care of yourself first. Put your own oxygen mask on first to help somebody else, to love somebody else, and to be loved by somebody else. So if you yourself, or you know somebody that's going through a similar type of situation, or you feel like this message that I said today could help somebody and like pertains to a situation, please share and like. Also be active in the comments. I definitely want to be able to help more people. I haven't gone through a whole array of negative things in my life, but I have been impacted, and I do have a different type of mindset behind certain things and the way I think, because I want positive things to happen in my life, and I demand and I expect a positive reaction, and I do not run away from the idea of having to put more work in on myself. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everybody. And until next time, like, subscribe, and ding. Bye, guys.